Dana, you've changed a lot of lives with this show, from the inclusivity to the storylines and everything else. What do you hope people remember in 10 years about the Owl House?
Honestly, I just hope people are entertained and like the show. That's like baseline, as long as someone comes up to me and says like, oh, Owl House, yeah, I watched that once, it was pretty good. Like,
what do you guys think? Is it pretty good?
That's pretty good. Thank you.
Sarah-Nicole.
Okay.
Who's your favorite character and why is it Lilith? I'm just kidding. No, one of the themes of the show is found family. Do you have any found family relationships that you love in this show? And if you had to pick one character to be part of your found family, who would it be?
Oh.
Okay. I think it's the Edith and Lilith. I know they're like actual family, but they were not really they really had to find each other. And if I had to pick someone to be part of my found family?
Yeah.
Hooty.
Hooty!
10. A house demon? I mean.
He writes the best letters. He really does.
So poetic.
Alex, I know doing multiple characters in a show is familiar territory to you. But these ones are so wildly different. Can you talk a little bit about how you went about building these characters?
I have somebody who can answer that question better than I can. Here he is. I'm a fan too, guys. I literally learned what some of you go through by trying to like get out a hot glue gun and like a pizza box. I was like, oh my God, this is what me trying to create one little puppet. Here he is. Here he is. Wow. Hey guys! Wow! Finally, I have friends! Hi, Lulu.
Hello, Hootsifer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's been an absolute joy and a blast getting to do these two ridiculous characters. I had no idea when the show started what their, trajectories would be emotionally. I just knew that Dana loves drama, and that things are probably going to get rough for at least one of them at some point. One of the great joys of the last season was I never had to cry on Gravity Falls. King goes through some rough stuff. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. And the Owl House taught me to cry on command as King. So I might do it during the panel if things get too emotional. They're there.
Get there. And how about King? Or I'm sorry, Hooty. Like when you learned you were going to be a bird tube, what do you do with that? What do you do with that?
Dana, can I tell the origin story of Hooty's voice?
Go for it.
Yeah, so when Dana wrote the very first script for the first episode of Owl House, she wanted just like a temporary track of voices to cut the drawings to. So I just sat down and did a bunch of voices, and as a joke, I did like the world's worst Mickey Mouse impression. So the script said, if the door ye seek to enter or whatever, and I just did this like, oh gosh, oh boy, wow, hoot, hoot. And it's like if Mickey just like had way too much sugar and was like, you put him in a washing machine and he was spun around or something. And it was like I was kind of messing with her, and I thought she would be like, ha ha, Alex. But she was like, we're keeping this, and I'm like, what?
I was utterly
and
delighted.
then I like come into the booth, and it's like, we've got 70 lines for Hooty. I'm like, what? So I've had to learn to talk like this for extended periods of time. It's difficult, but very rewarding.
Zeno.
Hi.
You were a child actor, and now you are everywhere, like in the best of ways.
Every actor.
Everything. Tell me what's your favorite part about where you're at in your career right now?
I just like being able to be part of cool stories and like, acting and exploring a lot of like, you know, as Alex said, there's a lot of emotions that get explored in the show, and like that's like the sweet stuff of acting for me. So being able to dig into that and a character like Hunter and like all, you know, I was just at the Big City Greens panel and like all these characters that I play that you may or may not know me from. It's just like a blessing and an honor to just be able to do that, to be able to tell all these stories. I'm very blessed. I'm having fun.
And I think we have a very special guest who has just made it. She is everyone's favorite cotton candy-haired sweet potato and total girl crush, Mae Whitman! Woo!
Hello. Nice to meet you in person.
I just ran like across like 7 blocks of traffic to try to get here in time. Like I literally bailed out of the car. The guy was like, "Are you gonna be okay?" And I was like, "I don't know, but I gotta get there. I gotta go. Bye." Wow. Hi. Look at this. Woo. How exciting.
Woo.
Hi, everybody. Wow.
Can I get
Literally
all of our
perfect timing.
cosplayers to stand up? Everybody in cosplay, can y'all stand up so we can appreciate all of them?
Cosplayers. You guys look incredible.
Yes.
Oh my God, you guys look good. Wow, 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 wow. Wowity wow. I'm seeing a lot of purple. I like that. I like what I'm seeing. Like it.
Suddenly I feel woefully like untalented at anything.
You take that back.
Mae, you're just in time because I actually have a question for you.
Oh my God, I'm ready. I swear.
So you're no stranger to like voicing wildly popular animated and live action shows and incredible characters. What piece of these characters do you take with you?
Oh man, that's such a good question. You know, I feel like I've been acting since I was a little kid, like 2 or 3 years old. And I think like in general, for me, that's such an astute way of putting it because that is actually what I feel the most about this career that I've had is that like the most special part about it is that you find pieces of every single character, every single story that you kind of connect to personally, and then that you really do take them with you. And I think like, you know, that is, it's kind of like built me and shaped me, and I've been lucky enough to play all these unbelievable characters throughout the years, and so to be able to sort of have them be woven into the fabric of who I am as a person and like my identity and what I carry with me is just really special. And, you know, I think for me, one thing about being able to be Amity is I just think like something that I thought is so magical about her is kind of when we started, she's like complex, she's complicated. She was not, you know, it was really important to us when we began with Dana and stuff to kind of be like, she has issues and she is dealing with some stuff that is difficult and there's a lot of stress at home and she's complicated, and you didn't really get to know her vulnerable side for a while. You know, you sort of weren't really sure what her deal was. Obviously, she wasn't that nice to you. I apologize. It's family trauma, okay? It's generational trauma. And so I think like she was very, you know, she was sort of in this rut of being so obsessed with being perfect and her family and doing, you know, having to be this person. And I think she sort of, when she met Luz, she sort of started to realize that she didn't have to be that way and that she could sort of tap into her softer side and her more vulnerable side and kind of be, you know, find out who she really wanted to be without just getting lost in that same pattern. And I think for me, that's something that is always a really helpful reminder in my own life, is to sort of make sure you're stopping to actually enjoy your life and have fun and be present with the people that you're around and sort of like learn from them and learn to kind of let go. And I think like for me, that's been really a big part of my relationship to this character.
So for Sarah-Nicole and Mae, I love that you just like wrapped up acting like in a whole.
Truly,
Every
I was like,
actor
and good night. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, that. Yep. So Sarah-Nicole and Nikki, sorry, I can't call you Sarah-Nicole because it feels weird.
It sounded weird.
Nikki and Mae, what's it been like to voice these groundbreaking characters and have the fan reaction?
the coolest thing ever.
Yeah,
I
it's surreal.
honestly think like it's been one of the most amazing shows I've been a part of when it comes to the fans. Like you guys have been like so passionate and so understanding, like above and beyond of what we were trying to do and what was important to us about these characters. And so for me, like it's been like really one of the most special things of my lifetime is to be able to connect with like this fan base, because I feel like you guys really get it and you really love them. You love these characters and like their relationship.
Yeah.
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 I think it's really weird because exactly what you were saying, like this character is a part of you, and it's like it might not be super, super, super close all the time, but then seeing that you guys get us, it does, even though it's not you, it's part of you. It feel very loved. So thank you all for being so nice.
We're very, very lucky. I think like I always consider myself so lucky to be able to be a part of a show like this and just like what it means. And again, for me, like coming out as pan, bisexual, yes, I'm under the umbrella. For me, this was like, I felt even more strongly and passionately about this because, I've said it in the past, but I think like having a show like this when I was growing up would have been just really cool, even just to, like we're saying, how much we love these characters for, and how much we love you guys for seeing us, like, and for understanding who we are. I think that's, something that would have been really cool to have as a kid. And, and I think it's like great for everybody to sort of have that visibility and have that connection and be able to see themselves in you and to kind of like know how loved you are and know like how we're a part of you just as much as you're a part of us,
All right, I have to ask the obligatory question. What has been your favorite experience working on this show? Like for me, watching, when we book a thing, we don't always know what we're gonna get. It's like, I hope it's good. But to be a part of this with the storytelling and the characters that you've included here, and to watch it grow into the story it is. I'll be sending you my bill for therapy, by the way. You've never heard that before. But also the fan reaction. I mean, it's something I'll carry with me for the rest of my life.
My favorite experience, honestly, has just been even like most of the show was created through the pandemic, and the challenge of doing that and having all these responsibilities and trying to make a fun, entertaining show through a very, very difficult time for everyone on the crew. It was so difficult. So honestly, the times that I hold dearest to my heart are the crew screenings that we've tried to do over Zoom, or the few times we've been able to get together to watch a finished show totally legally on the channel. But to be able to sit there with the crew and be like, damn, we pulled it off. Look at this episode. It's finished. It's beautiful. Like, everyone did a great job. That's been the most rewarding thing to me. And of course, seeing everyone's reaction is like so incredible, because sometimes we're like, oh, are we gonna pull it off? Are people gonna like this bit? Okay, they liked it. Okay, we live another day. Yeah.
I love that. It's like your own found family.
Absolutely, that's my found family, is the crew. Absolutely, I love those guys.
I was gonna say all the friends. To be honest, we have a great time. I have a great time when you're there. I screamed when you were there last time. I was so excited. Other favorite things. I feel like it's like a book series that I got obsessed with. Like when I would get the script, I'd be like, like what's gonna happen? So I don't know. I find out just before I go in. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, making one of my own favorite shows. Yeah, very cool.
Aw, thank you.
Favorite part of the show. Shipping, say shipping. You know you want to. No, he's obsessed with it. He wants them to get to.
Get back in your backpack, Lucifer.
I just want love to win. I've had the I've had the very rare privilege of sort of watching this show from its very inception when Dana first, put together the series Bible to now where there is an army of Owl House fans. And it's so just rare and rewarding to be a part of something that becomes so loved. I think maybe there's so many wonderful and special moments being connected to this project. I think for me it might be when Dana showed me some of the scripts for season 2 kind of at the beginning, and I was seeing kind of how this whole world, which was so exciting in season 1, was like expanding and growing, and now we've got Ida and Lilith have this they're living in the house together, and now we've got the Golden Guard, and like the layers of the covenant. Like when I saw all that stuff start to grow, it was like, oh my God, like this thing which like started amazing now is exploding. Like all the potential energy that was like inside it is like huge, and like seeing the fans respond to each one of those moments of growth, it's I've been so fortunate to work on multiple projects that have passionate responses, and that's not always the case. There's plenty of times you work on stuff and people kind of don't pay that much attention, and honestly, maybe right now being here seeing this might be the best moment, because it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna piggyback off that and say this is also one of the highest moments
Thank you.
of the show.
was
Thank
gonna be
you for
mine.
coming.
We made it through the
Yeah.
pandemic. We waited so long.
We waited so long.
so long to
This is our first and last Owl House panel while the show has been in production. The last Owl House panel we had at New York Comic Con was before the show even aired. It was just like a sneak peek. So
No one knew who I was.
no one knew who any of us was.
The pandemic cheated this show out of like fan panel times, so it's so great that this is happening.
Yes,
For being
yes,
here.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Zeno, favorite experience?
Yeah, that's kind of why I had to bring the mask out. I was like, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out in the mask. I joined in season 2, not really kind of knowing what to expect. So the best part I think the best way to encapsulate, other than saying everything, is kind of being grafted into very thematically this like found tech family, like welcomed with such open arms by the cast and the crew and all the fans, and like Hunter is like a very rich character that I can explore, and you often don't get that a lot nowadays. So it's like he's just been a great character to dig into and go through all of his trauma with him. Traumter for life. I just had a great time and interacting with all of you and all the fans, and yeah, I think this is an excellent culmination of everything. So I'm incredibly blessed and thankful and fortunate to be a part of this. So
Mae?
Man, I get to steal everybody's answers and put them all into one big cauldron and stir it up and make a potion. Basically, yeah, it's like, I think, again, sort of like we were saying of like, weaving together a fabric that you take with you, a giant part of this has been, I think the character development and the bold places that Dana was able to go with these characters and with this story, and kind of like, making their legacy really last. And I feel like to have, complicated characters on a show it's a real pleasure to be a part of something like that, and characters that grow and that change and that you see their arc. I think that's something that's kind of rare, and so I think we were able to really go to some difficult places, some complicated places, and dealing with romance and friendship and family and all of these sort of really human themes in this completely non-human, well, almost non-human world. And I feel like that's something really special when you can really bring that groundedness and that reality into kind of a magical world. And so, it was a pleasure to come in and get these scripts. And I know, like, again, when we were recording over Zoom, it was so fun. We would all be like, and then they kiss. Like, it was like this, like, we were so excited every single time, like, something in our relationship developed, or there was, like, it was such a journey to go on it as well as an actor, and, also with these characters and with these people and everybody who worked on the crew and behind the scenes, like who were animating everything. It was like everybody was just so professional, and you could really feel like the love and the passion, you know, from us and from everybody on the team, as well as honestly, like, I hate to say the same thing everybody's been saying, but I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. Like, for us to have worked on this show and like love these characters so much and believe in them and push for them and fight for them to have the real, like, powerful story that they deserve, and then to be able to see the reaction that actually connects with people and that people care and feel that love as well. It's like, it just like, now we're all part of the fabric that I'll take with me forever. Like the energy here in this room and like the love and the family that we like are forever now will be is like something I can take with me forever. And I feel really grateful to everyone here and all of you guys for that, for real.
Woo, woo, woo. I think we're gonna open it up for some Q&A. However,
Be kind.
due to time constraints, please keep your questions to one panelist, one question, and we cannot answer anything spoilery, and
Don't even try.
don't
Waste
even
of time.
because we can't. Okay, all right. Woo. Hello.
I went,
Hi.
at like several points.
Yeah, reflection. Ooh, uh-oh.
All right, go for it.
Hello. My name is Kai or Fang. I want to thank you guys so much. Your representation means so much. Thank you, Donna. I love you. You're amazing. I also have a gift for you.
I don't think I can accept gifts right now.
I was told you can. But I was told afterwards.
Okay.
But what I would like to ask is, I know you wished you could write another Renita episode. If you could write another Renita episode, what would it be?
Another what episode? I'm sorry?
Rain and Ida.
Yeah. I would write an entire series about their childhood at Hexside. That's what I would write.
With lots of Lilith.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Lots of Lilith, lots of young Darius and young Alador and Odalia, and there's just so many young Perry as well. That would just be so much fun, honestly.
Thank you so
Hey,
much.
talk to Disney.
Any execs
Thank
in the
you.
crowd, get on it.
I can't tell who's first over here, so jump at it.
Hi. Well, I just wanted to thank you, first of all, for casting a Latina, a queer Latina.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And I'll make it quick. I just watching all of that. Was that Hunter wearing a Rocco's Modern Life shirt?
Yes, it was. I love Rocco's Modern Life.
Me too. Thank you so much. I'm gonna give it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. So, I love your show, and I have a friend who was not able to make it, and I know you said you weren't able to accept gifts. So after they made the collector outfit for one of you to take, if you're able to,
I can't.
I can give it to you after. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was told I was not allowed to take gifts, but like that's so incredibly kind. I'll talk
We
to
can
some.
know that I wear it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will accept it on behalf of,
And
and just give it to her later. I don't know.
yeah.
Are we though? Are we allowed to?
You know
We'll talk
what?
about it later. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it
try
later.
figure it out.
Okay.
Obviously, we want to.
I just have one other question.
Yes.
One of my friends wanted to know, how does King store memories in his horn? Because when he lost it, it like brought it back. Like when he got it back, it like came back.
Well, you know how whether or not you've ever broken a bone, but if you've ever broken a bone or had like a pretty bad physical injury, there's still a bit of phantom pain you have afterwards. Like that, you could be a year after healing, 2 years, and you still could feel like, oh, my elbow, like in that spot where you broke it. That's kind of how I imagined the horn thing to work. There's no magical power. It's just literally like that memory is stored in that feeling of that connection. And there's not much more to it than that.
Thank you. Yeah, I will see if I can give this to you after. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes,
thank you,
thank you so much.
Love your cosplay.
I know, I was trying to take a picture.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Jessica. I wanted to ask about, since I'm a big Lilith fan, I wanted to ask, what happened to her after she cursed Ida? What kind of guilt did she get rid of with the rest of her life?
Cissy, what do you think?
Why do you think she's a sad lady now?
I would be sad.
No, sibling relationships are tricky. And inevitably we hurt each other, and it's how we repair it that matters. And so I think she will spend the rest of her life trying to repair it.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. First of all, thank you to everyone for making such an incredible show. I do want to ask Chrissy, voice of Lilith, what's your favorite quote that Lilith has said?
What's my favorite what?
Quote.
Honestly, it's a Hooty quote. Hootsifer, do you remember? Do you remember what you told me?
I've said a lot of things to you.
It was when I was fighting the fire bees with a stick, and you came up out of the ground and you said,
No witch is an island?
"No witch is an island." I'm a big believer in community and relationships and support networks, and so for me, that line summed it all up for me. No witch is an island, and I love that.
Thank you.
Hi.
Oh, hi. My name is Gabriel. I'm a little chilled being in here with all you with all you guys. And I think I have a more animators question. Like, since the beginning of the show, I've been feeling a lot of Zelda vibes during the show. Yeah, and I really wanted to know how much of inspiration did you guys took from it, and like Majora's Mask this last season. I mean, like.
Listen, our crew is filled with the most amazing nerds. And most of them being Zelda fans. Not only that, but while we were in production is when Breath of the Wild came out.
Quarantine.
Yeah.
So while there are no like direct references or direct like homages to Zelda, there was definitely a fair amount of influence that seeped in. I love Zelda. It's my favorite game series. So if you're asking if it influenced us at all, yes, in very like subtle ways, for sure.
Thank you very much. I'm a
Of course.
Brazilian friend, and I'm just chilled here.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you for
here.
coming.
Thank you. Hi.
Oh my God, hi. Thank you all so much for this show. It's been incredible. And I've been watching this with my cousins. It's a great way for us to bond, and we've gotten so much closer because of the show, and it's been amazing. So they're too young, they can't be here. They're in school. And so my question is a group effort. So hopefully this isn't too spoilery. What's something you were looking forward to being in the show that ended up getting cut? That is a good one.
I already kind of answered this with the previous question, but more Rain and Ida episodes. Like, they've really become, for no other reason other than I think I can relate to Ida a lot on a personal level. I'm closer in age to them, but they've just become my favorite characters to write, and I think just one or two more episodes focusing on them would have been really fun and lovely.
Luce wanted that too.
Oh, yeah, Luce would absolutely be like a part of that.
She'd be the narrator.
It's just gonna be like her reactions. Like every 3 episodes, I'll just come in and be like.
Well, what I really wanted to do was like we had that beautiful moment in Oh Titan, Where Art Thou, where Luce meets Rain for the first time, and she's like, I can't believe I'm meeting you. This is so great. And I actually would have loved to make that an even bigger moment with more time. What can you do at this point? We did our best. But yeah, just more of them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Adriana. Before I ask my question, I just want to say that I love all of you guys so much. I'm a big fan of everybody. And Mae, I've been your biggest fan for like ever since I was 10, and now I'm 27. So a long time.
Stay with me.
Yeah.
Stay with me just a little longer.
I will. Okay, so I wrote my question on my phone since I know I'll forget since I'm nervous. So as we know, season 3 was sadly shortened. If you could have the opportunity to have a specific storyline played out in season 3, should it have been the length it should have been, what would it be?
Let me think of something else because my immediate answer is just like more Rain and Ida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the brain.
We always did. More Hooty.
Yeah.
Another.
Thank you.
Actually, there was a kind of. I don't know if this would have been good for the show, but there was a nonsensical storyline and arc for Hooty that we never got to do that kind of showed his true origin. And we do end up hinting at it in the finales. Just look out for it. It's real subtle. There is one single person in all of the internet that predicted it perfectly, and I was like, what the heck? But that would have been a fun episode to explore, and maybe people would have hated it, but I would have had a good time.
Oh no, I'm sure we would have all loved it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Are you cosplaying as Alex? Be honest.
When I was at the Owl House panel in 2019, I had to clarify that I was in fact not cosplaying as Alex. I asked the very first question at that panel. It was about one story from Standards and Practices.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm back here again with my pin that I got at that panel.
Wow.
Cool.
My question this time is not for you guys, it's for the audience. Can we give them a standing ovation?
Wait,
Oh!
film it. Let me film it.
Yeah, let me film it. Wow. Thanks, guys. I'll treasure this forever.
Thank you. That was
a great
so
question.
kind of you.
I am so glad
That's the
that worked.
best question I've ever heard.
I'm so glad it worked.
Can we have 5 more of those?
Also, I don't know if this mascara is waterproof. Just kidding.
Mine isn't either.
Hi. Who's next over here?
Hello.
I love your cosplay.
Oh, thank you. Yep. My name is Samantha, and first of all, I can't believe I mean you guys. I just knew you all were brilliant.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Love your hoodie.
Oh, thanks. I admired your work for so long, and someday I want to be like you guys. And my question is going to go to Zeno because he's one of my top favorite characters.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to say, what is the trick to doing Hunter's voice? Because your voice is straight up adorable.
Thank you. Actually, his voice started from some character art I saw, and the character art didn't show the teeth, so I gave him like a kind of he looked really cool, so he has this kind of angsty, sort of dark, kind of, the bags under his eyes, sort of kind of thing. And then when I saw that he had the gap, I started adding a little bit of a rasp, a little bit of a lisp to it, so that it added a little more to it, and so now he's just kind of angsty and lispy and that's like kind of where Hunter came from. And it came really quick. Like the story of this audition is I got it and I was about to go, I think into like a Big City Greens record or something like that. And I had like 15 minutes to do it. I don't know how you cast me. And like I rushed through it and I did not think I was gonna book it. But sometimes when you have to do it really quick, all of the instincts just like pop in, and I think I just went bananas on the grave line that was in my audition.
That was the line that was like, oh, that's Hunter. This is that's the character. It's the line in Clip's like, thank you, when he's at the grave, and it's like,
this is my. He's like, I can't go
is
back.
my
It's
grave.
ended.
Want me to make you one too?
Yeah,
And
want me to make you one too?
you went so unhinged in your audition for that. I was like, oh, that's it.
It was the cool thing was he seemed so cool. So like making this cool kid break was like the funnest thing for me. It was like because his character arc was like right, and so then you get a line like, "This is my grave." Like it was great. It was great.
Thank you. Oh, and Zeno, by the way, can I ask you a question? Are you a triangle? Cause you a cutie.
Oh! What? Wow, that was a good one. Thank you so much. Cutie.
Thank you. Hello, Grom.
Hi guys, Grom! Okay, so I really love in TV when there's like unlikely duos that are non-romantic, just kind of like two buddies who get together who you wouldn't normally see together in the show, like Hooty and Lilith, and when Ed teams up with Ida in that one episode, and just like all of that is my favorite. And I'd love to know who you guys would like to see team up that hasn't really gotten their time together.
I would love to see Lilith just bow at the altar of King.
Yeah.
Like carry him around in like a chair.
King would like that as well.
I always thought like Ida and Darius would make a funny, troublesome combo.
Yes.
And with like Lilith trying to keep it together, like this is just how you guys work. Back at Hexside, like you're driving me nuts. I think that would be kind of fun.
Teen angst on display. Love that. Thank you so much.
Thanks for doing it for the Bye Girls. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Alonzo. This question is more for Dana about part of the pilot is where Luz kind of rose that chicken from the dead. I wanted to ask whatever happened to that necromancy part of the show.
Necromancy is actually a word we're not allowed to say in the show because it's extremely taboo in a couple countries that Disney really likes airing their show in. That's fine. And in any case, that's not technically the pilot. That was a tester trailer that we gave our overseas studio to like test the animation style, test the background style. And so a lot of those gags that you see and a lot of the designs that you see in there had no importance to the show from the beginning. They were just like, oh, this would be kind of a funny scene. Let's throw it in there. We'll see how these animators do effects. So that was kind of the origin of that. But it would have been fun to do a necromancy arc. I just wish we could have done it.
Thank you so much.
On the next show for not 6 to 11. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Kate. First, I don't know who to thank for this, but thank you for the accurate portrayal of someone playing the violin, from the finger placements to the bow strokes. Thank you so much.
I want to give a shout out to Kofi Fiagomi, our animator, who did a lot of that animation, and our storyboard artist for that episode. Yeah. Sorry, please continue.
Sorry, okay. My question was, as we know, Ida's petrification was being live streamed throughout the aisles on Crystal Ball. Was Rain watching that?
And they were extremely distraught.
I have an angst fic to go right, thank you.
Yes, there is no way they would not have seen that.
Thank you.
Sorry for that.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kristen. Just a quick thanks to all of you guys and your whole crew. You guys are amazing. Second, Cissy.
You're amazing.
Cissy, we were talking about a couple of us earlier. You have the most sultry, sexy voice.
You should call my number. I'm just kidding.
Sissy, are you a triangle?
Am I obtuse?
So this question was about when they went into the mine, when Luce and Hunter went into the mine of Bellows. There was a lot shown in his mind, and I'm just curious because we were noticing that Flapjack looked very similar to Ida's father's talisman. So there are a lot of fans, and we're wondering if we're going to get a flashback in any of these episodes or in a continuation somehow that shows what happened between Bellows and Caleb, and if Caleb is possibly related to Ida's family.
I'm going to ask you to tune in next Saturday, October 15th at 9 p.m. on Disney XD and Disney Channel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm short, sorry. My friend doesn't shut up about it, but I have a question. If you can say it, will Huntlow be canon in season 3?
Yes! Go off! No, be bold!
Y'all are killing me.
No.
Cissy, do you have something to say to that?
I'm going to ask you to tune in next Saturday, October 15th at 9 p.m. on Disney XD and Disney Channel.
Also, who did you sell your soul to get so many buy stuff in the season 3? It's Disney we're talking about.
I just bullied my way into doing it, and then at some point they couldn't stop me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Alex, you made my childhood. I also like Owl House too, Dana, but like...
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait.
Hi.
You not still?
I love your shirt.
Thank you. So obviously I love Lilith. My question is, so obviously Luce's mom is very supportive. She's got to love all of her friends. I'm curious what she would think of Ida and Aunt Lilith, considering on the one hand Ida's taking care of her, but also put her in some not quite safe situations.
Is that Camila? How Camila would feel about Ida?
Yes.
I mean, if you have an answer to that.
Mom fight.
I'm going to ask you to tune in on October 15th at 9 p.m. on Disney XD and Disney Channel.
Sorry. I think at the end of the day, I can say that like Camila is very good at understanding that some of these situations might have been unavoidable, some of them might have been avoidable, but once you meet Ida, it's very obvious that Luce's safety is always kind of at the forefront. Her well-being is always at the forefront. I think Camila would pick up on that.
And also tune in on Saturday, October 15th at 9 p.m. on Disney XD and Disney Channel. Hi.
Hi. First off, you guys changed my life. I feel like a lot of trans and queer POC in the room can agree with that. And my question comes from my friend Maya, who was a person that first introduced me to the show. But I think we can all agree that the Lumity kiss was such a beautiful moment in the show, in all sorts of ways, right? But also because we're art students, right? On an animation level, animation-wise. Is there any chance that we get to see more of these kind of complex animations, like y'all speeding up the frame rate and everything? Tom Barkle, pulling in all those external people.
It's the finale specials. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah!
We want to go all out. Like there's certain scenes coming up, certain sequences, action scenes, everything that we want to make so beautiful for everyone. Like we want people screaming at their TVs like, yes!
Already doing that. Doing that. Thank you.
We could stay here all day and answer questions and just hang out, but unfortunately we're about to get the boot. So thank you so much.
Wait, let's everyone goodbye. You guys, give us one last.
Please make sure on your way out to get your exclusive Owl House sketch pad.
Wait.
And thank you.
Can we get a bye before we all
one
go?
last group
One
bye.
last bye.
Yeah, ready? One.
Bye.